All right, welcome back to the channel. Today's episode, we're going to talk about how to make basic training into a vacation. And if you follow this video to a T, your basic training will be a vacation. You'll be on vacation. Trust me, if you do what I say to do. Now, if you're going to ship off like in a couple of days or a week, click out of the video because I can't help you. But if you've got 60 days until you're going to ship, I can tell you how you can make your basic training into a vacation. Okay, so let's start with some basics about the Army. Okay, here's some basics about it. There's only really one thing to learn to be successful in the Army. Just one thing. If you can learn one thing, you'll be successful. If you can learn this one thing, you'll get promoted. If you can learn this one thing, you won't have a hard time. Okay? The one thing, and this thing is, and drum roll, is preparation, preparedness. That's all you need to know. That's it. If you're prepared every day of your life in the military, you will be successful, and that's it. That's all you have to be, is prepared. Okay? So basically, this is kind of how to be prepared for basic, but I'm going to tell you what to do to when you go on vacation, to basic, it'll be like vacation. So the first thing you need to do, the very, very first thing you need to do, and you need to do it right now, is grab yourself a notepad and a pen. Grab it now. If you don't have a notepad and a pen, pause the video and go get it now. Okay, so you got your notepad and pen. Matter of fact, get a small one that you can put in your pocket and always have the pen on you. But starting right now, I want you to write this down because you're going to need to get some things to be prepared to make your basic into a vacation. Okay, the first thing you want to buy is go out and buy yourself a military sleeping bag off Amazon, eBay. Get it from your uncle. Get a sleeping bag, a military sleeping bag. Get a sleeping bag. That's the first thing. Number two, get yourself a steel folding chair. A steel folding chair. Get it from the church, get it from Goodwill, buy it online, get it from grandma, get it from mommy, get it from somebody. Get yourself a steel folding chair. That's number two. Number three, get yourself a pair of combat boots. Get a pair of combat boots. Got it? Combat boots. Number four, go ahead and get yourself some cargo pants, like regular cargo pants. They can be camo or whatever. Just get some cargo pants. Get yourself a jacket. A jacket. Not a big heavy coat, but a jacket. Get a jacket. It doesn't matter what kind, just get a jacket. And then get a cover, or what the civilians call as a hat. Get a hat. Get those things. And then also go ahead and get a pair of nice running shoes. Get a pair of nice running shoes. And now get a pair of flip-flops. Get an overnight bag, like a little tiny bag, with shaving cream, a razor, and soap and deodorant, and put it in a little bag. And those are the things you want to get. You want to get all those things I just listed, and hopefully you wrote them all down. And starting right now, annotate and take notes on everything. Everything you do, write it down. Because the soldier that takes the best notes is the one that is ahead of the class. Trust me. So like when you go to the bathroom, write it down. Write down how long you were in the bathroom. Write down what time you got up. Write down what time you ate lunch. Write down every little thing about your life. Trust me. Just write it down. It seems tedious. Guess what? You're in for a surprise. The military is tedious. So write down every little thing you do. Okay, I went to bed at 9 o'clock, and I was asleep by 10. Annotate everything you do, every little thing you do. Like if mommy says, go get mommy a gallon of milk from Walmart's, write down, mommy told me to go get milk from Walmart's, and I left at 8:15, and I got her milk, and it cost $4.75, and I got home at whatever time it might be, and blah, write down everything, because you'll get in the habit of doing it. And you need to get into that habit of paying attention and writing things down. So that's the first step, is start taking a lot of notes. Start taking a lot of notes on everything, okay? Notes on everything. Oh, one last thing to buy, and I forgot to mention it. Go ahead and buy an Army helmet or cover, helmet, just like I got in the photo. Buy yourself an Army helmet. Get it off Amazon or eBay. Buy it. Trust me, I forgot to tell you, buy that. Now, this is how you're going to conduct yourself each day before you leave for basic training. If you can conduct yourself like this each day before you leave, when you get to basic training, you will be on vacation. You'll be on vacation. Okay? So listen to me. This is how your day is going to start up. You're going to get up in the morning. You're going to get up, and when mommy makes your breakfast, or wifey, or whoever makes your breakfast, you're going to let the breakfast sit on the table and get cold. You let the breakfast sit on the table and get cold. Now, once it's gotten nice and room temperature cold, grab your breakfast and don't sit down. You're not sitting down. You take and you go outside. You go outside and you stand, and make sure to grab your canteen of warm water, because that's all you're going to be drinking now is warm water. That's it. That's all you're going to drink for the next 60 days is warm water out of a canteen. But grab your canteen of warm water and your plate of lukewarm food and go on outside. Get outside, and you're going to stand and you're going to eat your breakfast and drink the canteen of lukewarm water. Okay? And now you're done. But make sure you annotated it, what time you went out there, what you had to eat, blah, blah, blah. You know the drill. So that's how you're going to have your breakfast, standing up. Now, anytime you ever go to sit down, wherever you go, you're going to take that metal folding chair, and that's where you're going to sit. There's no more sitting on the love seat. There's no more sitting on the couch. There's no more sitting in the beanbag. You're going to sit down on a metal chair. But what you're going to wear every single day, I forgot to mention that. How you're going to wear it, what you're going to wear every day is you're going to wear your combat boots every single day with your cargo pants tucked in to the boots. Okay? So like you'll wear those combat boots 24/7, unless you're sleeping. You get the combat boots on because you need to get used to wearing combat boots, because you will wear combat boots all the time in basic. So like if you got to go grab the newspaper, you're not going to go run out there in barefoot or flip-flops. You're going to get your combat boots on, lace them up, tuck in your pants, put on the coat, the jacket I was talking about. You're not going outside without a jacket on. I don't care if it's 90 effing degrees out or 100 degrees out or whatever the temperature might be. You don't go outside without the jacket on and zipped up with a hat on. So when you go outside, no matter if you're getting the mail or you're just going down to whatever, if you're going outside, you wear combat boots tucked in with your jacket all the way zipped up and your hat on. Because look, when you're in the military, you're not going to just run out and go to the PX with flip-flops or whatever. You have to get used to wearing combat boots 24/7. But there'll be a time that you're allowed not to wear the combat boots. And I'm getting to that part. That's when you got the running shoes. But anyhow, your uniform for the day is combat boots, cargo pants, and a jacket. Don't go outside with a t-shirt on or tank top. You make sure you got the jacket on, and make sure you got a hat on, because you got to start getting used to a different way of conducting yourself. Okay? Because a lot of people get to basic training, and it's like, wow, they're not used to combat boots. Wow, they're not used to having to be... you don't wear short sleeves in the military. You don't wear shorts in the military. You don't. You'd be out in a desert somewhere, and it's going to be hotter than you. But anyhow, I'm getting off track. But listen, now, basically, after you eat breakfast, I want you to go to your local high school track, and you get to the track, and you're going to knock out push-ups, a bunch of push-ups. And then you can go from your combat boots to your running shoes. And then there's the track. Run the track for a half hour, for a half hour every single day. Run that track for a half hour, because the key to easy basic is being a good runner. You want to be a good runner. So run that track every day for a half hour. And then after you're done running, knock out some more push-ups. And now it's time for lunch. It's time for lunch. You're probably knowing where we're going to go. So you go to grandma's house for lunch, and she makes you this wonderful meal. Set the meal on the table and let it get to room temperature. Once it gets to room temperature, you take the meal and you get your canteen with warm water. That's all you're allowed to drink from here on out is warm water. Go outside and eat it standing up. You don't sit down. You don't sit down at all. You stand up, you eat your meal, and you drink your warm canteen water. That's it. No coffee, no juice, no nothing. Oh yeah, and by the ways, when you start this, tell all your friends, tell mommy, tell the whole world, you're no longer going to be on social media. You're no longer going to answer your phone. You're not even going to have your phone. Okay? So the 60 days that you're doing all this, there's no phone. None at all. Nope. No phone. Hey, it doesn't matter. You're not that important to where, they got to get a hold of you. No, you just don't have a phone, period. If someone wants to get a hold of you, they can drive to your apartment or to your house or whatnot and get a hold of you. So don't use the phone. Don't use the phone. Put it up. Put it up. And I'll explain a lot of this at the end of the video of why you want to put the phone up. All right. Now, it's you conduct yourself, go to work, whatever you have to do, but you're taking notes the entire time. You're taking notes. You're walking around with your combat boots, with your cargo pants, and your jacket on, and a hat. Now, it's about dinner time, but before dinner, and you're going to do this every single day you're going to do this, and you're thinking, wow, man, this don't seem right. Well, wait until you get to the military and you tell me what doesn't seem right, okay? Before dinner, grab that helmet that you bought off Amazon, put it on your head, okay? Put it on. And then go outside in your backyard where your neighbors can't see you, because they might be like, what the hell is this guy doing? But for a half hour, stand at attention. Stand at attention for a half hour. If you don't know what attention is, Google it or something. But you're basically standing at attention for a half hour every single day before you eat. Holy crap, what do I got to do that for? What? Because in basic training, you'll be doing it all the time, and you have to be used to standing with your helmet on at attention. People fall out, people get bored with it, but at any rate, just do it for a half hour. Do it for a half hour, standing at attention. Then it's time, go in and get your dinner. Mommy makes you your favorite meatloaf. Put it on the counter, let it get to room temperature, take your meal, go outside with your warm canteen, and drink it down and eat your meal. Okay? Now, and by the ways, I'm adding stuff as this goes along. By the ways, there's no more watching your favorite show on TV. There's no more watching movies. The only thing you're allowed to watch is movies on YouTube about the military. And the only thing you're allowed to read is, one, your Bible, or two, military FM manuals. Okay, so there's 3 things you can do for the 60 days before you ship. Watch videos on the military. 2, read your Bible, or 3, read manuals on the FM dash whatever manuals on the military. Okay, no more Friends or the Brady Bunch or whatever shows you might watch. Nope, no more late night with Jimmy Fallon or any of those guys. Nope, none of that. None of that for the 60 days before you ship, okay? There's no phone, there's no internet, there's nothing except military jargon and whatnot, okay? Because I'm telling you, you're going to turn basic into a vacation, okay? Now it's time to get to bed. It's time to get to bed. You're going to keep that overnight bag I told you about. You're going to keep that bag in your car. In your locked car. You're thinking, what? Yeah, you're going to, because now what you're going to do is you're going to get on your flip-flops, and you're going to walk into flip-flops all the way to where your car is, and get that bag and walk all the way back to the bathroom and shave and shower. Oh, and by the ways, have a buzzed cut the entire 60 days before you ship, have a buzz cut military haircut, no long hair, and make sure you're shaving every single night. So you're going to shave and you're going to shower in the works, and then you're going to take your little overnight bag and you're going to go all the way back to your car and put it in your locked car. Okay? You're not going to have your bag in the bathroom, and it can be, see, you're trying, trust me. So that's what you're going to do. Now it's time to go to sleep. It's time to go to sleep, and you're thinking, wow, I can't wait to sleep in my bed. No. You're not sleeping on the bed. You're going to grab that sleeping bag that you bought, and you're going to start sleeping on the hard floor in the sleeping bag. No mat, no bed, no pillow. Get in the sleeping bag. No pillow, no mat, no nothing. Get in that sleeping bag, and that's how you're going to sleep for the next 60 days. That's the next 60 days. And you're going to take your phone. You're going to take your phone, and whatever time you go to bed, if you go to bed at 12, you're going to set your phone for 6. You're only going to allow yourself 6 hours of sleep per night. Okay? Per night. Now, this is what you're going to do every single day. Every single day you're going to do this. I'll try to go over it real quick. All right? Every day. You don't miss a day. You don't get on your phone. You don't go on social media. You don't watch Jimmy Kimmel or whatever late night. You do only watch military shows. Wherever you go, you're going to wear combat boots. You're not sitting down on anything but a steel chair. So if you're going over to your girlfriend's or whatever, take that steel chair with you and go over there. So if you're going to go over there, because you're not going over there to watch a movie. You're going, I don't even know why you'd be going over there. But if you go over to your girlfriend's and you got to happen to sit down, because you're not going to sit down for dinner. You're going to stand up outside with your dinner. Oh yeah, and by the way, I forgot one last thing. When you go to take a shower, you don't use any hot water at all. So when you go to shower, I forgot to mention that. I'm forgetting things. I'm getting older. But anyhow, when you take a shower, it's all cold showers. It's cold shower every single day. Freezing, as cold as you can go, okay? As cold as you can go. So you're going to do this for 60 days. And here's some like no-brainers that you've heard from everybody else. Like learn your three general orders. Google them, YouTube them. You got 3 general orders. Know those inside and out. And then know the soldier's creed. Know the soldier's creed in your 3 general orders. That's what you can do on your time off. Learn those things inside and out. And then also do push-ups all the time. Whenever you think about it, do push-ups. And make sure you're going to the track every single day and running for a half hour. Run for a half hour. Run as fast as you can around that track for a half hour. Don't trust me. You don't want to show up to basic without being prepared. You don't, because man, it'll be a wake-up call for you. But listen, anyhow, if you do what I just said, for 60 days before you ship, now, when you get to basic training, it's going to be a vacation. It's going to be a vacation. It truly will be. Because when you get to basic training, okay, the first thing that you're going to get to do, you're going to get to sit down and eat. And the food will be warm. And you can have a cold drink. You can have a coffee. You can have an orange juice. You've been drinking water out of a canteen for 60 days. Guess what? Now that you're in basic training, you get to sit down at a table. And you get to eat a nice warm meal right off the bat. As soon as you get to basic training, hey, let's go. We're taking you to chow. You'll sit down. You'll have a cold drink. So that's the first part that's of your vacation. Now you're ready for more of a vacation. Guess what? Now, when it's time to hit the hay, you won't be sleeping in a sleeping bag on the floor. You'll be in a bed with sheets. You've been sleeping on the floor for 60 days. You'll be on vacation. You'll be in a bed with sheets. And before, you were only sleeping 6 hours. No. You're on vacation now. You'll be sleeping 8 hours. It's 8 hours of sleep now, because I think it was Kennedy said all soldiers get 8 hours of sleep, period. So they have to give you 8 hours of sleep. So now you've been sleeping just 6. Heck, you got 8 hours now. You'll be ahead of the curve. You get to sleep in every single day now that you're on vacation 2 hours later, okay? You got 2 hours later. And now you're going to be prepared too, because You're gonna be disciplined to wear your boots wherever you go. I tell you, if you've never wore combat boots and then you're supposed to wear them all the time, man, it takes a while to get used to. It truly does. You're gonna see people that didn't prepare, and they're gonna have blisters and all kinds of crap from the boots, and they're gonna go outside and they won't have their cover on, and they're gonna get yelled at because they don't realize to put the cover on. You're not used to it. People want to go outside with your t-shirt on. No, you don't wear t-shirts in the military. Nope. You wear a t-shirt underneath your uniform, underneath your blouse, or whatever you want to call it, jacket, blouse. They call it whatever, top, BDU top, battle top, whatever you want to call it. But anyhow, that'll be buttoned all the way up with the sleeves all the way down. But you'll be used to it. You'll be used to all this stuff. And then people will have to be sitting in steel chairs the entire time, falling asleep, and their back's not used to a steel chair. You're used to the steel chair. You're used to it. You're used to it. You're used to all this stuff and some. It's going to be so easy. It'll be easy because you're already disciplined. People will be going through withdrawals from their phone. Trust me. Oh, I need my phone. I need my internet. No, you've already gone through it. You've already gave it up 60 days ago, so it's nothing to you. It's nothing. You can't go through withdrawals because you already did it. You're going to be ahead of the class. You won't be going through withdrawals from your phone. And then on top of it, you've been taking cold showers the entire time. Well, guess what? You get a hot shower every night. You get 8 hours of sleep. You get a bed to sleep in. And now here's it too. And the reason I said all this stuff with standing up and eating cold meals and drinking water out of a canteen and sleeping in a sleeping bag with no pillow on the ground. Guess what? If you spend more than a minute in the military, every one of those things I said, you will experience. You truly will. You will experience it. You'll have a cold shower. And you won't have a choice. You'll be so hot and sweaty from working all day that you'll be like, okay, just dump the cold water on me. So you'll have to take cold showers. You'll eat meals, plenty of meals standing up. Plenty. Trust me, there'd be nowhere to sit. You'll be standing, eating a meal with warm water. And it's lukewarm. You'll experience all of that, but you'll already be ahead of the class. But in basic training, you don't do any of that. You have hot meals. You have a bed. Now, of course, you'll do some training in a sleeping bag and whatnot, but if you can follow these rules, you can turn your basic training into a vacation. You'll be so far ahead of the game. If you wrote this all down and you do what I just said to do, trust me, it will be a vacation. It'll be real easy. But if you don't do that, or and you're not prepared and you just show up at basic training, have fun, man. I'm telling you, have fun. It'll be a wake-up call for you. A lot of people crack. That's how they crack, because they're not used to the boots. They're not used to sitting in steel chairs. They're not used to all this. Oh, and then you got to get your mind ready, too. You got to get your mind ready. And how to get your mind ready is real easy. This is so easy to get your mind ready. But what you want to do is strip your mind down. Have no opinion. Have no opinion on your mind at all. Zero opinion. And like, you have no opinion on anything. You're learning. You're learning. Don't give out your opinion. You're just learning. That's basically how to strip your mind down. Honest to God. Don't have an attitude. Don't have an opinion. You're there to learn. Like, if you know a little bit about something, not at basic training, you don't know anything. You want to strip yourself down to nothing and just bring it all in, because you're there to learn. You're there to learn. You're not there to give your opinion or your input. No, you're not. You're there to learn and to become a soldier. So if you can follow these rules, if you can just do what I said to do, basic will be easy. Try it. I don't know how many people will do it. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I would have done it before I went to basic training. In my next video, I'm going to tell you my story of basic training. It was quite a while ago. I mean, shoot, it's probably before you guys were even born. But I had a lot of fun in basic. But listen, leave the comments below. Good, bad, whatnot. Hey, you're a moron, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. It don't matter. It doesn't hurt my feelings. It truly don't. But leave your comments and your rants and your raves and whatnot. And if you have questions, I'll try to answer them. I truly will. But thank you for joining the military. We need you. And I do thank you. I really, truly do. And I'm glad that there's still people out there that are willing to join. Thank you. And until next time, have a good one.